Dang, so you made this?
Charged up. Like, ballin' so hard.
My first video will be how I achieved this look, this flawless wig install using my extensions, 4 bundles of 32-inch deep wave, and a HD deep wave frontal. Seamless. If you want to know how I've achieved this look, keep watching. First things first, you need to braid your hair down. I am just showing the details of my wig. I already plucked and bleached the knots off camera. Now I'm just going to make adjustments and just see how the wig is going to lay on my head. I'm putting on my nude stocking cap. I'm about to cut the ear holes and prep it for the Got To Be spray. This is the type of foundation I use for my wig caps, my personal wig caps. So I'm just about to spray everything down on my wig cap, my stocking cap, and blow dry until everything is stuck down. Now we're going to add that foundation to blend our cap, get rid of any imperfections. I do not know why I have dye on my cap, but we're just gonna get rid of that. This is me just making sure everything is stuck down around the ears, touching up spots. I'm just going back, seeing what I need to fix, things like that. I go back and spray a few times, blow dry a few times, just to make sure it's really down so I don't have any issues when I'm cutting away the rest of the stocking cap. You also always want to make sure you sew the perimeter of your stocking cap and your wig cap down. We don't want anything moving, shifting, or flying up during your install, so we want to make sure everything is extra secure. Stocking cap is dry. I'm going to cut away all the excess and around the ears and perimeter. This is our foundation for our wig, and this is how it looks like scalp underneath. I feel like this is essential to all wig installs. Okay, now I'm using 91% alcohol to clean off my forehead. As long as you clean off your forehead with either alcohol or sea breeze, your lace should last longer and should melt better. As long as everything is clean, you should not have any issues. So I like to make sure my scalp is squeaky clean before putting anything down. And now I'm just going to take some of my makeup left on my brush and just put it on my lace. This is HD lace, so I really don't need makeup, but it's just something I'm just so accustomed to doing. Now I'm just cutting away my lace. I don't do it any way in particular, but I will say I know a lot of people use razor blades, so I may or may not get into that very soon, but I will make a YouTube video on that as well. Now I'm just sizing everything, seeing how everything blends. It blends very well. So now I'm just about to use some Got2b spray. It's a extra sticking agent when gluing down, and I use Ghost Bond XL. It's for heavy perspiration and for sensitive skin, so it does not irritate my clients, so I love it. And I have sensitive skin as well, so I like using it because it does not irritate me, because I will take off a wig fast if my scalp or my edges are itching. I do not care. When gluing down, I usually do 3 to 4 layers, and I know I did it properly when it is clear like that after the 4th layer. So now I'm just detangling my hair, curly hair until it's wet. It's just wild. So I just need to tame it. Now I'm just about to start laying down my lace, which is probably the hardest thing to do on camera. And I'm blind, but I tried to make it work. And I just tried to tug everything into place, make sure everything is pulled tight. As you can see, I'm pushing everything into place. I'm holding everything into place and blow drying so it can settle in. I usually try to keep one hand pulling my lace at all times since I'm by myself. But usually if it's a client, I have her hold both tabs of her hair the whole time until it's dry. After I get the middle section down primarily, I work on my ear tabs afterward, and I like to focus on those separately because your ear tabs are the most liable to come up first from washing your hair, from pulling your hair back and whatnot. So I like to pay attention to those 2 sections separately versus the middle will go down easier and stay down for longer. I also am cutting away extra pieces of lace. So if you see any ripples on my forehead, it's really because the lace is almost invisible, but it's not down all the way. So there is clear lace on the front of my hairline that has not been taken away yet, which I will do soon. And now I'm just about to lay the lace on my ear, dry that, and make sure it's down and pressed in. I feel like my ear tabs are the hardest to get down, so I try to just really focus on those. And now I'm just going to cut an arch in my ear tab, making sure it fits well, and then finishing the glue down. And boom, now we're here. So my lace is laid down. And I just want to say there is a piece up still. I was just waiting for the rest of it to dry. So while I'm pulling out my baby hair, I do press it back down, as you can see right then and there. And now I'm just making my baby hairs, pulling them all to the front. This is easier for me because if I put on my scarf and lay down my hair, it's really hard to pull out hairs after it's laid down. So I like to pull down my baby hairs and see how many hairs I want out before I even put my scarf on, because it's easier for me. Here I'm just plucking a little bit more. It's not needed nor necessary, just being meticulous. And now I'm just about to go in with my hot comb and train all those hairs the way they need to go, so that my baby hairs do not get confused. So this is something I like to do before I put on my scarf. And I'm going to spray it with some Got To Be spray, my whole hairline with Got To Be spray before I put my scarf on. And it helps to melt everything and blend everything very, very well. I love using Got To Be spray for everything. What was I looking at? Tea. This is just me putting on my scarf. I tried to use a jersey knit fabric as a scarf, but I think I'm going to start using the elastic band method in my next few videos. And I decided on a side part. If you know me, you know I love middle parts, but I want to do something different. So a side part it is. And I like a curved side part, not a straight side part. So this is just me messing with my hair, seeing what I like best. I am spraying it, hot combing it, doing all the things I need to do to make sure it looks very, very natural. This part is optional, but I like to pluck my parts sometimes so they're more visible and not as thin. And now I'm using my LA Pro Girl concealer to go and define my parts some more so it shows up more in pictures and whatnot. As long as you don't have that much makeup on your brush, it can come out very natural, as you see. And I could just be one and done and that's all I'm going to do, but I'm a perfectionist, so I'm about to go ahead and use my black hairspray to shapen up and make my part very crisp. I'm very good at bleaching knots, but sometimes I rush and make mistakes, so it will fix any imperfections I may have caused along the way. But as long as you have a thick rat tail comb, this will be a perfect method for you. I use the microfiber rat tail comb with anti-frizz. It's something like that. And you see I just sprayed it lightly 2 times, no problem. Please do not go overboard with the spray, because once you use too much, it's hard to get rid of it. And this is how my lace looks after letting it lay for a while underneath the scarf. I'm just going back in with my hot comb, and I'm about to start cutting my baby hair for my baby hairs. So I'm going to pull everything back and just cut away. Baby hairs are my favorite part, but I do feel like my longest part of my process, because I'm very particular about my baby hairs. So this is not a baby hair tutorial. This is just showing you a snippet of what I did. But if you want a baby hair tutorial, comment below and I'll get that to you ASAP. That actually may be my next video. But this is just me playing with my baby hair right now, seeing where I want it to go. It actually, off camera, it actually took me a while. I don't know why it took me so long, but I did change from the outro to how I ended up doing my baby hairs. It's a little bit different because I was playing with it for a while. But as long as you use Got To Be spray and spritz for your baby hairs, they will be laid and stuck to your forehead for a while. And as you can see, I'm just messing with everything. Don't be afraid to cut hairs in the directions you want them to go. Don't be afraid to push your baby hairs to blend with the rest of your hair. I do not like when people make baby hairs and they're just squiggles outside of your hairline. Like, everything needs to blend, everything needs to flow together. So don't forget about that. This is me working on my baby hair some more, but in that particular snippet right there, I am pulling hairs from my hairline into my baby hairs to help blend them some more. I will get better with filming baby hair, but it was pretty hard looking at a mirror and doing it. I like doing it up close, But I'm just tying those baby hairs up so I can go ahead and style my hair. This was a lot of hair to style because it was 4 bundles of 32-inch deep wave, but I got the job done. I like to use oil and conditioner, and that's about it. I don't like mixing all those natural hair products into weave because that's not what it's meant for. So I just keep it simple, and I just love how this look turned out. If you have made it to this part of the video, that means you just watched my whole tutorial on how to install your own wig, your own lace front wig. The detail. If you enjoyed this video, my very first tutorial, please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment suggestions, comment what you want to see next, and stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching.